We go through this every year. You know perfectly well what holiday it is.
Okay. Happy Halloween, everybody. Whoopee.
Row 18, plot 20.
Hey everybody, welcome to Now It's Dark. I'm Jim, doing a little movie review for a movie called Don't Look Away. This is a 2023 horror film directed by michealbafaro, and he also wrote it. But he had help from michaelmitton. This story is about, it doesn't move, it doesn't think, it just kills. For one young woman, a chance encounter with this supernatural entity proves devastating. Frankie learns that once you see the mannequin, there may be no end in sight except for your own. It's not a new horror movie plot idea. I forget what it was about this movie that made me want to watch it. I do have a soft spot for horror movies revolving around haunted dolls and things like that. So I was kind of thinking we were going to get that. Just instead of a haunted doll, it was a mannequin. There's a little bit more to the story, but unfortunately for me, the mannequin was very anticlimactic in appearance and threat level. The whole story seemed a little inconsistent. So let's run down the cast. Frankie is our main final girl. Kelly Bastard. I don't know if could that really be her last name? Bastard? Maybe it is. Kelly Bastard. Michaelmitton played Jonah. Colm Hill, Steve. Renee Leah, Lucy. Abu Dukuli, Drake. Sophia Thom, Madison. Brittany Pilgrim, Isabel. Jason Haney, Lewis. There's even more. There was a big friend group. I don't know what that's like, having a big friend group. So that, like, if something like this were to happen to me, it would be a short movie, because if I see like some killer mannequin and you're not supposed to take your eyes off of it because it'll kill you, I'm screwed. I don't have a lot of friends to stand by my side for that. If you've ever watched Doctor Who, there are these, I hope I'm going to call them the right thing, they're weeping angels. And it's that same premise with this, except it's this naked mannequin. Not anatomically correct, by the way. I did notice that. I looked several times. There is no anatomy. And it just doesn't look that good. But the Weeping Angels, same concept, is you weren't supposed to take your eyes off them, or they would move closer to you until that you would be killed. So I had high this is an hour and 21 minutes, by the way. So the opening scene was great. I had within the first minute and a half, or so to speak, I had a oh shit, what the fuck moment. And I was like, okay, this is gonna hopefully keep on that pace, but it does not. There's a lot of slow builds. They start off with Frankie being the person who sees the mannequin, and then from there she starts feeling like she's being watched and hearing things, and then they do the creative little background silhouette of the mannequin, or you see it in a reflection, and then when she turns it's gone, that tropey kind of thing, which I don't mind. I don't hate that. This movie tries very hard to be in what I consider a much more successful movie, It Follows. That was a fun movie. Maybe when it came out, it just was at the right time. Wasn't as common of a plot, but also revolved around having live people, I guess, so to speak, being the person that's following you. This is that mannequin that again, it's just not really imposing. So Frankie has a boyfriend. He's a dick. She's got her circle of friends who, again, another kind of tropey thing, thinks she's crazy. She's seeing things that possibly can't happen. And then one other of the friends is kind of on the fence because maybe they see a mannequin. And then somebody gets killed. And then the group still doesn't know if they believe. And then everyone sees the mannequin. And then, oh, she just playing mind tricks on us. But more people die. And it was really kind of exhausting to go back and forth with that kind of trying to convince the group. Like, I don't know, it seems like you're either on board or you're not on board. If you're not on board, like, don't you just skip? You don't keep meeting up with the person. You kind of like, I'm going to take a break from seeing Frankie for a little while. She's kind of going off the rails a little bit. I don't have the mental capacity to deal with that. So I'm just going to chill at my place and watch Netflix. But no, they all just keep still meeting up. I guess, I don't know, maybe that's what having friends is like. I guess, I don't know. But the dick boyfriend really is sus, and it gets like this long, drawn-out middle, and then the end, they kind of throw a swerve and introduce another character that has some ties to what's going on. And then they try to give you another swerve with what that person tries to do. And it just, unfortunately, really, for me, it didn't really work. I think It Follows does this plot so much better. And maybe that was the fault. Maybe if I had never seen It Follows, I wouldn't have it to compare. But the acting is inconsistent as well. Like, some of them are just overacting a little bit, or the writing makes them not consistent all the time. Some of the group dynamic is a little weird, but 1 hour and 21 minutes I watched this. Don't look away. But I was able to produce a movie review out of it. IMDb gives it a little bit higher than maybe I would have, 4.9, but that's only with 100 reviews. I'm thinking maybe that'll go down. The movie poster looks cool, but it's not as cool as the poster. So if you do go to see this, let me know what you think of it in the comments down below. Let me know if I'm being a little too harsh. Sometimes I feel like I just pound on movies, and then other times I'm too generous, maybe. That's going to do it for this movie review. Stay tuned to Now It's Dark all through October for all sorts of great videos for the spooky month.
Wow.